West coming in at a 2, Tron coming in at a 2 as well, but this is the first match of our ratio tournament tonight, and Colony 9 Resident already starting off pretty strong, and luckily the drones actually, they do interrupt the combo.
Yeah, we're going to see how much familiarity RayRay still has with fighting Tron. Again, not a lot of Tron players left in the community, and certainly Tron, one of those weird body characters where you have to adjust your combos from time to time to make sure your confirms go all the way through.
Yeah, and the high-low game does end up finding the mark, and here we go. Damage is going to be extremely high, and I think with a DHC, I actually think this is enough.
Yeah, this should be enough. The Akuma Beam Super does do a lot of damage on its own. Plasma Storm is a great DHC option. He does have another meter to spend into Kikosho, all maxable supers, so all plenty of damage to take out Tron.
Yeah, I know you can, it's more damage if you only have 2 bars if you go to mid-screen, but being able to build a pretty decent amount of damage off of the Akuma route here is definitely sick to see. But this time, might need to cut it a little bit shorter as we do switch up to the mid-screen here, so now Akuma's able to link 2 supers to himself without needing too much of a DHC.
Yeah, and really impressive combo route from RayRay, knowing that he can get multiple relaunches in there, using the Chun-Li assist as an extension. Lightning Leg's a very underrated assist, and now RayRay in prime position here to take game number 1.
Oh, Drones got the hit, but wasn't ready for the actual full confirm. Still okay, though, using that spinning bird kick. And Chun-Li as a character is very difficult to get away from if you don't know the matchup, you don't know where to push block. Things can get extremely out of control in a hurry, especially with Drones, too.
Yeah, I feel like Drones could be one of the assists that we see a lot of tonight, just because it gives you so much rushdown for characters like Chun-Li, characters like Krish. Really opens up a lot of possibilities in terms of synergy for a lot of the cast.
Well, Sentinel is Sentinel is extremely easy to plug and play, is an okay anchor, and is just like you said, he is extremely versatile. I definitely hope we see a good amount of the robot tonight.
Yeah, especially, in lieu of seeing, the standard Dr. Doom teams, Doom obviously being a 6, so you're not going to see a ton of him. Sentinel should see a lot of play. Tron already bleeding here really badly for Colony 9 Resident. We're going to see if he can try to get him out safely. Looks like he's not going to be able to.
Yeah, definitely a little unfortunate, but this team can still level up Frank. Any clean touch here, unfortunately, that looked like a push block there. It's a crouching medium, not what you want to see in the moment, but we do get the interrupt this time, especially with the crouching medium.
Yeah, so we get another chance here. We are going to spend the 2 bars to get levels on Frank. Oh, Chun-Li falls out. Interesting. Might have taken the picture too early. Still gets level 4, though.
Funny Face actually is going to go through the first portion. Has to go for the DHC, but Drones are going to clean that up pretty easily. And Ray, with the optimal confirm, goes for the jumping punish there.
Yeah, very smart from RayRay there. Gets the optimal damage. Going to go into a hard drive. Going to spend at least 1 more bar, probably 2 here going to Kikosho. And it's going to be all up to Frank, who does have level 4 and an X Factor level 3 available to them, so we'll see what Colony 9 Resident can do here.
Oh, and unfortunately goes for the overhead right at the timing where the X Factor would have been best. Ends up dropping his combo, but that's okay. Still gets the pickup afterwards.
That instant overhead head stomp has been doing so much work for RayRay so far in this set. And again, when you have 2 assists to back up Chun-Li and pin down the opponent in the corner, overhead head stomp becomes such a dangerous tool.
Yeah, especially against characters who have extremely high crouches. Like, for example, Tron is not exactly tall, but she's the same height when she crouches. So it's just like...
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so again, RayRay applying that pressure here really well. Has already blocked Colony 9 Resident to the corner, which is exactly where he wants him to be. Colony 9 Resident does get out. Maybe gets a chance to DHC out Tron here. Probably let him fight a little bit more. We'll see.
It's so difficult to actually approach this as Tron, though, because Tron does have decent ways to break projectiles in the way that she swings her arms, but unfortunately, with Chun-Li and drones behind it, it's just no way to be able to safely get pressure on the drones. As soon as they're established, Tron just has to hold it.
Yeah, and the downside of Colony 9's team is that, the fact that they have to sacrifice a traditional beam assist in favor of, getting jam session on the team means, to your point, Tron's going to have very few options for actually pressuring their way in, as we see RayRay here with a full head of steam looking to close this one out.
And this should be enough here as long as we got the combos for it here, and it looks like we do. Gets the pickup and still has X Factor. And it's going to be, oh no, missed the side switch. Okay, didn't have to go for the side switch. Is going to get a mid-screen there. I thought we were trying to fly underneath there, but we're all good to go.
Yeah, this infinite should be relatively easy once you get it going. Accidentally goes for a side TAC. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it gives Colony 9 Resident another chance.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a reset attempt there potentially here. It's going to be $1 million though. We're going to use the drones in response once again, and then the team super to follow up as well. Good stuff to RayRay, making things work here with the Chun team. 3 games straight. Yeah.
Especially mid-screen if you're not, consistent with the Firebrand pickup. But we have a Firebrand mirror, something I never thought I'd see in 2025.
Yeah, especially not in ratio fitting the teams together here. But SkrullSpawn has been extremely strong with the Firebrand team in the normal tournaments here. But you can see they're already getting the kidnap, already establishing pretty good pressure until the Ghost Rider comes through.
Yeah, found the early Bon Voyage, but the raw tag by Sothea got them out of the unblockable situation. Now they've found an open up on Frank. They're going to snap, I imagine, bring in the Acre Super-Skrull. Yeah, I agree with that choice.
Yeah, the only problem with doing this is, does your Ghost Rider have the ability to kill this Skrull if you hit him? And right now, Survey says no.
I was going to say, does anyone's Ghost Rider have the ability to kill off a clean touch? And the survey does usually say no. We should get a level up Frank here because you can go into Luminous Body and then DHC into Frank, so you get a picture.
Oh, you get 2 because of Tenderizer too. That's very sick. And unfortunately here, I don't know that I've seen this matchup before. I assume that this is terrible for Ghost Rider here when Frank is already leveled. But we're doing well so far.
Yeah, this is one of those matchups where as long as the Frank doesn't have like a full screen beam to back them up, Ghost Rider can do a pretty decent job of zoning with those normals. Sothea found the hit, spends the X Factor to get rid of level 5 Frank.
And Dux actually uses the beam to great effect there and is still able to get the pickup there with the Spire as well.
Yeah, nice use of the Firebrand Demon Missile Assist. Was unaware you could actually get a combo from that, but good eyes there from Sothea knowing that extension worked.
Missed down the kidnap twice in a row, ends up finding the throw, and a good use of the command movement there to be able to actually get there fast enough. Luminous Body helping out a ton in a moment like that.
Yeah, and barring a drop here, this should be... Oh no, they're going to have to DHC, so they're not going to get an unblockable setup here. They'll be able to tag, but they won't have time to get the setup proper.
Hey, that's a good enough setup for me.
Though.
Finds the throw,
Yeah, exactly.
sets up the Luminous Body.
Ghost Rider on a pixel worth of health gets thrown. All right, so Sothea's Doom not in the corner, so they are going to get a chance to play here.
We're just up backing, hoping for the foot dive. I respect the hell out of that. Just trying to escape, get out of block stun. Let me press the big green button.
Yeah, absolutely. Press the meta-defining button and, hope a hit lands.
Do it on the ground, too. Tries to go for the raw launcher there. Does end up whiffing, though. And as time starts to tick down, it's not going to matter too much with SkrullSpawn finding that clean hit and going to be able to reset for himself.
Well, got the reset, but didn't get the confirm into the kidnap, so we're going to see Sothea get out. SkrullSpawn, of course, still has the life lead, finds another hit with yet another Bon Voyage, gets foot dove, though, so it's not over.
It gets really good damage on both, actually. Time is ticking down, and there's the potential for us to be able to win this on the timeout here. SkrullSpawn does have that lead right now, though.
Yeah, SkrullSpawn still with the lead. Sothea not going to be able to pressure in and kill Firebrand, so it looks like SkrullSpawn's going to go up here 1-0. In this set. Shoutouts, by the way, to Dying Blades with the Tier 1 subscription. Subbing for 19 months. Appreciate it.
And thanks to everybody. I don't have the full dashboard in front of me right now, so I might miss some subs here and there. I appreciate y'all very much. I'm sorry. It's on the opposite side from where my vision is watching the game. Just know that I love you all very much.
All right, so Sothea is going to make the switch to the Deadpool. Deadpool Iron Man is 6 points. Wesker adds another 4, so that's a perfect 10. We're going to see if this team switch can help them turn the match around.
This is definitely what I was expecting here, and I think going to be the more comfortable and just better option for Sothea here. But already looking pretty good, using the teleport, but SkrullSpawn with a very intelligent jump out of there.
One of the weaknesses of SkrullSpawn's team is, aside from that unblockable, you don't have a ton of, front-loaded damage. You don't have a TAC infinite on this team, so you really do have to rely on either leveling up Frank or getting a lot of stray hits into snaps and going into unblockable setups.
Almost got both on that one. Still, SkrullSpawn is lucky to have both these characters still intact.
So smart play by Sothea here, just zoning out, letting the assist do the work, finds a hit on Skrull.
Skrull's a character he's also pretty good at leveling Frank. Yeah, if something like this hits at a reasonable height, you can actually go for the DHC. Yeah, because that is a hard knockdown as long as the last hit doesn't connect, just like Nova's super.
Yeah, not only does he get the level up and the DHC, but he gets the side switch to put Wesker back into the corner. But we get a happy birthday here on the side of Sothea.
for the DHC as well, just to get the team in a more reasonable order. Deadpool can X Factor here. My question is, do we have enough damage? Because, yeah, no, not enough with the scaling.
Yeah, unfortunately, too much hit stun deterioration there in that combo. Frank can have a chance to get out. Yep, Scroll Torch is a good option.
I thought it was going to be the other Super to try and hit both sides, but unfortunately now gets caught out. But Frank does have X Factor.
So you got level 4 Frank here with X Factor. Good amount of meter. Gonna get underneath Deadpool here. Finds the super jump confirmed. Very nice.
Surprised to not see the X Factor to try and build meter faster in a moment like that. We're still going to have to end up popping it, though. It's just going to hold it. You don't really get
to X Factor there. Yeah, there's not really a good X Factor spot out of that cinematic super. Deadpool would have still reset anyway. So going to burn it now.
Oh no, and that might actually be the end. Being able to reset neutral with that counter, especially playing Wesker with a beam. Such a good runaway shell.
Yeah, absolutely there. There's no way for Frank to safely get in, and Sothea ties it up 1-1.
Hey, got the bolo as well. Already starting off extremely strong. Should be able to kill Firebrand, actually. This team does a pretty good amount of damage here on the horizontal DHCs.
Yeah, so we're going to get the good DHC here into Proton Cannon. It keeps Firebrand in the corner. I like that. Should be able to get a tag. No, chooses not to.
He'll fight with Iron Man. I mean, that's just like, that's part of the thing, I think, for Sothea, is he actually almost sets up the unblockable there, but in the end, SkrullSpawn finds the hit with Frank West, of all people.
Yeah, nice TAC break there. Tried to get the corner back. Wasn't able to get the combo into the aerial exchange, and Iron Man gets out. And this is really tough for Frank. You don't really have a neutral assist, so you have to rely on getting straight hits like that, but it's working out for SkrullSpawn right now.
Damn, takes the kill off of it too. What a way to spend 2 bars there. Oh, and the dash up jab. I like it. Neutral jumps. I thought that was going to put us too far away, but it does end up working out in the end. Unfortunately, can't kill, and Skrull is just going to go for the top rope.
Yeah, when in doubt, just start throwing meteor smashes out, especially when you have X Factor available and some meter to spend. All of a sudden, the momentum here has swung into SkrullSpawn's favor.
Oy,
so X Factor spend.
Bro, that was so sick. And, you know, we'll call that an improvised mix-up. Nice, good follow-up.
Yeah, all working out right now, and this is level 1 Frank against level 3 X Factor Wesker. But that's going to take about like 6 more hits like that, plus a little bit of luck just for SkrullSpawn to even tie up the life totals here.
Yeah, it does.
Wesker really has to do run and gun.
Does at least run out X Factor, though, which is very helpful. But yeah, like you said, this is a terrible matchup here, and that was extreme. Sothea accidentally set himself up for a coin flip there. That was good on SkrullSpawn to actually recognize they were going to get a 50-50 in that moment. Sothea's got to be way more risk adverse in moments like that. That was a scary super jump into a teleport.
Yeah, sometimes the risky stuff ends up working out for you, but like you said, all right, we're going to see if we got these Iron Man TACs on Parsec.
Oh, unfortunately, we do not. The unblockable does not connect either. Misses out with a repulsor blast, and Firebrand's able to completely jump out and gets the punish. Doesn't even let the DHC go.
Are we going to go TAC here? Possibly. No, we're going to set up an unblockable. I like that. All right, gets the confirm into Bon Voyage this time. Oh, another accidental demon swoop, though.
Hey, still finds the kidnap once again, though. Is able to make it work in the corner. Should be able to take the kill on Iron Man, and neutralizing that beam is a crucial part of taking this team apart.
Yeah, because now you get these unblockable setups with Firebrand, and it's all really at this point up to your execution if you're able to finish these combos in an optimal way where you can either do this, try to level up Frank. Oh, it doesn't get the aerial exchange to work out.
Yeah, I put Frank in a really weird spot, and he's not the type of character who's very good at fixing those. At best, you get knee drop, and that's like such a tough reaction to get like on the spot in a moment like that.
All right, so we do get level 2, which I believe, if I remember my Frank charts correctly, I think that gives you access to the roll.
Yes. Distance closed, though. We might not even get to see it. Firebrand should be able to finish the job here on Wesker, especially with that X Factor already in. Instead, it's a TAC, though, to be able to get maximum meter for the follow-up.
Yeah, I like that choice, knowing that Firebrand, even with X Factor level 1 on, doesn't do a ton of damage, so you're going to spend the TAC exchange, go for the risk there, so you have plenty of meter to DHC all the way through, tie up the score 2-2, SkrullSpawn looking good here.
And even if the risk doesn't go your way, I feel like you have enough of a team to where it's not like the end of the world, right? A lot of those times, those risks can spell disaster, but when like your opponent's already X-Factored, like stuff like that, you know, you're in a pretty good shape.
Alright, so we got Lumima's body active, we got Deadpool trying to pressure down. Again, that Iron Man beam assist doing a lot of work for Sothea here.
Oh no, and just immediately with the kidnap. And this, in theory, this should do it here. Gets the kidnap again. You cannot safely raw tag there. It is a way to be able to escape and kind of check the execution of the Firebrand player, as well as their reactions, but if they are on their stuff, they will be able to catch that every single time.
Yeah, and this is working out really well for SkrullSpawn. They are going to level up Frank to level 3, which is good, but again, the problem becomes your lack of damage output is kind of low on this team. Kind of costing SkrullSpawn a lot of opportunities as we're going to see the happy birthday here for Sothea.
Yeah, he's going to commit to full supers here. The X-Factor characters are pretty far away from each other, and he's not going to find Skrull or Frank West, actually, and Frank is going to go for the reversal super.
A gutsy reversal super call there because I don't believe that super gains any invincibility until you're level 4 or higher. Gonna lose Frank because of it.
Did you see the follow-up from Deadpool there? What was that, dude?
Yeah, I imagine Sothea thought the gunshot assist would kill, and it just didn't, so had a little bit of a scramble situation where Deadpool left Frank alive, but it's working out right now, but level 3 X Factor Skrull, nothing to sleep on.
Yeah, still high potential to come back in this one, and what a startup. Not how I was expecting to see this comeback start, but a good way to get it rolling here. SkrullSpawn's going to spend the meter and has 2 mix-ups to go.
All right, so Deadpool gets out, uses a teleport, risky move there, but still finds the crouching light. Gonna get the confirm here.
Yeah, Sothea has been living and dying by the risky stuff, and luckily this time it's going to be all living, all winning, 3-2. And we'd rather have that Captain America to be a little more belligerent, which I respect.
Yeah, you can definitely blow up the projectile game that Mario likes to employ with Ryu and that web ball assist from Spider-Man using Captain America's Charging Star. By the way, shoutouts to the Evil Knievel Ghost Rider color on NickBad's team.
It's super fire, actually. Hey, big shouts to Night Moves as well. Coming through with a 5 gifted tier 1. Night Moves, thank you very much as always. Appreciate you for the support, man.
He's actually using the wall bounce assist with Ghost Rider. Very smart choice too, because again, you get a nice, easy combo extension off any type of throw with Captain America into an OTG field slash.
Yeah, it's a beam mostly.
Beam a Jace.
Yeah, definitely. It's a step over, but it counts kind of. This is going to be a DHC, though, and the team does DHC pretty well, but unfortunately, it's not enough damage.
Yeah, a big problem with, you know, this shell for Mario is once Ryu dies, you do lose some of your front-loaded damage, especially because, like you said, DHCing into Maximum Spider, not a ton of great damage there.
That's Captain Joe, by the way, coming through as always. Ashley Schaefer, BMW. Thank you. 48 months? Jesus Christ, homie. You've been hanging out for a minute. Good to see you, though, bro. Appreciate it.
Shoutouts. Right, so Captain America down, gets the mix-up on Ghost Rider coming in here. And again, one of those matchups that people probably aren't used to seeing, Ghost Rider versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, this is one of those ones that you really don't get to see, but that is a big portion of it. I'm glad we got to see 2 really important things about the matchup straight away. 1, web throw is extremely good if you think they're going to go for any chained normal. 2, he's susceptible to the reset. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah, Ghost Rider gets stuck there. Oscar doesn't really help you get out of that either. Rider does get out here, so NickBad able to potentially save his anchor, but just gets opened up low by Spider-Man.
Oh, I don't know if that was an execution error or if that was intentional, but if it was intentional, I love the idea on that snap. And unfortunately, now Ghost Rider has to come in and face his own penance here. Not much to be done for this. Oh, never mind, Nicolas Cage?
Wait a minute, we got America versus Canada.
Oh, okay.
Run back, here we go.
Dude,
yeah,
back heavy. No,
this
is the answer to this matchup. Back heavy. That's all you've got.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Should have just gone back, kind of spam the Spire. Back heavy, as you mentioned, just to try to get Wolverine to come to you. You don't want to be jumping as Ghost Rider there and cut off the range of your normals by going forward.
Yeah, you need to... I know that he can come at you from an angle that's difficult to deal with extremely quickly, but your only win con there is to make him jump, to make him waste time, to not get left-right mix-ups. I feel like that's all you've got.
Yeah, but again, a good start here from NickBad. Very similar to game number 1. They should be able to get rid of Ryu. Yep.
Ooh!
Bounced out the Hsien-Ko Hadoken.
Oh my god, and the NickBad patented mix-up hits on the first layer, but still committed to the second.
Right, again, a pretty rough matchup for Captain America because you can't be too negligent with your shield slash throws because you could get hit by a web throw. Spider-Man could walk you to the corner and potentially air reset you with that ultimate web throw super.
Oh, good blocks. Wait, good patience as well from NickBad. Not falling for a little frame trap there. And the web throws from Cap, not the web throws from Cap, the shield throws from Cap are dominant at this normal jump height. As you can see, Spider-Man can't really get his offense going.
Yeah, one of those things that really is a hallmark of a good Captain America player is their patience in neutral, knowing when it's their time to press and when the time not to press is. That was one of the times you weren't supposed to press, as Mario's going to find the hit.
NickBad perfectly demonstrating the other side of the coin right as you say it, unfortunately matching at a bad timing.
The commentator's curse became real, but Ghost Rider coming in, X-Factor popped. His Team Super will do no damage, so he's going to opt to DHC into Ragnarok, perhaps? Or DHC into Legion, is that enough? It is not!
Oh, we have orbs, though. Oh, wait! Actually catches the Vajra! Oh,
but
no!
the orbs! That is
that's
so
active as soon as he hits
unfortunate.
the ground, right?
Yeah, so once he techs and recovers, the orbs became active, but Mario actually read the teleport with the Fatal Claw. Just wasn't able to get anything after it.
Oh, no. There you go, NickBad blowing things up, leaving it 1-1 now. Doing a great job with his double jump to not have to deal with the web ball pretty much ever. I feel like that's one of the things that Mario beats people so often with, is they don't know what to do about Ryu just up forwarding at them with the capture state fireball behind it.
Yeah, and Mario also very aware of the color palette meta with Spider-Man. Web ball is very hard to see on this stage already, but with that white suit Spider-Man, the web balls look a little darker, so they blend with the snow a little bit better.
The actual highest level cheese I've ever seen in my life.
Use the environment to your advantage. Nothing wrong with that. But again, much like the first 2 games, NickBad has been winning the point war.
Oh, but a clean hit on Ghost Rider. And in theory, this is a dead Ghost Rider. We should be able to just set up for the reset time and time again, and Ghost Rider does not have any options to escape this.
Yeah, Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, whatever Ghost Rider that is, they have to eat that. And I like the snap here to get a good mix-up on Strider on incoming, too.
Yeah, Cap is definitely the least threatening anchor on the in this situation, but unfortunately here, NickBad's able to find the hit and get his Strider back into X-Factor territory as well. Captain America back on the point.
Yeah, but Spider-Man does find another hit, so let's see. Should be able to reset Captain America here. No, gonna snap. I like this. Try to get rid of the anchor because, as you said, X-Factor 3 Captain America not really a problem here.
Crawler assault.
Right, optimal extension, yep.
Yeah, super high damage on the last hit too. So that's going to leave Captain America. He's got one good shot. He's got a Team Super and a Dream here whenever he wants.
Yeah, really, because, yeah, now Mario has to be a little bit careful about the web ball calls. But finds the throw there. They're going to get to X Factor. This should be a dead Captain America. Just keep it simple. I like that.
Yeah, just as good as it gets here. Very nice, 2-1.
And we'll see maybe NickBad considers switching. No, he's just going to stick with Captain America. All right, so he likes Captain America in this matchup. Makes sense. He's been doing well on point. It's just once Cap dies, he's been having a lot of problems.
Oh, and the problems are starting a little early this time, unfortunately. Overcommits just a bit, and Mario is going to punish that overextension in the worst of ways. This is, again, not enough to kill, but still very good damage.
Yeah, very good damage here. Going to get an air throw here after the reset. And the kill on Captain America. And now this is really rough for NickBad because pretty much all your damage is gone.
Nah, absolutely. Plus, like, I mean, Ghost Rider with Strider Assist is a pretty decent shell if you're really thinking about what you want to do with Ghost Rider, right? Because being able to stop people from just jumping away from your chained normals can be good, but I just don't know how you're going to get the hit here.
Yeah, finding the hit really hard. You have to be careful with your Strider calls because you don't want Vajra getting punished by a raw launch like we saw there. And Mario, once again, finding another clean hit with Ryu, going to snap and bring in Strider.
Yeah, with the clean touch should be more than enough here. Tatsu actually doesn't build enough meter, but it doesn't matter with Strider being as unfortunately made of glass as he is. And now Ghost Rider one more time with feeling. Can you make it work?
Yeah, it's going to be all up to Ghost Rider here. And even with X Factor level 3, this character's damage output is still pretty abysmal. And you got to find a lot of stray hits, but that's the first one towards a comeback.
That should do it for Ryu here. So with the World Warrior out of the way, things are a bit easier. But if Spider-Man gets away from this mix-up, your X-Factor's gone.
Nice dash under launch there. Very good from NickBad. This should be enough. I was wrong. Ghost Rider damage still bad.
It's okay, they still got it. No, he backdashes! Nick?
Oh, he's not listening to your advice, Proxy. He's just got to stay away in pillar right now.
Oh, just back. Yes. No!
Oh, but it's crossed up.
Oh, Mario with the classic jump as NickBad goes down 3-1. Good stuff to Mario. His extensions. It's like, it's the timing of it with charging Mighty Strike is like made for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Does OTG as well, so certainly helps him out in that sense. And Thor, most health in the game, so going to be a lot of work for Living Legends to do to get rid of Ace's point character here. Shoutouts to Just a Tomato with the subscription. Appreciate that with the tier 1.
Oi, okay. Already with Legend, doing pretty decent here on the rush down there. Unfortunately, gets the crouching heavy instead of the crouching light, so the super slow low does not work out there. Legend's reacting to that every time.
Yeah, Legend, one of those players that has just incredibly solid fundamentals. One of the reasons because of the team they play, you have to have good fundamentals to play these characters, so they know you're not going to sneak up on them with a low or a sneaky cross-up. You're going to have to work really hard to open up Living Legend.
Oh, for sure. Oh, unfortunately, charges straight into the Molotov. Forgot the Incendiary was right there on the ground, and it's a clean open up. But Dormammu escapes, and this is the one piece of this team that is on the main team for Aces. So this is what he's the most comfortable with on the squad.
Now, Legend doing the smart thing, staying at super jump height so they can stay out of the realm of, Dark Matter Toss, Teleport plus Beam Assist. Finds the clean hit on Dormammu and is going to spend that level 3 to get rid of the problem, as you mentioned.
And even if level 3 wasn't going to kill, it would have been X Factor, it would have been something. Dormammu, again, is the biggest problem on that one for sure.
All right, chooses not to super there. Going to save the meter. Interesting choice. Going to get push blocked right into the fire grenade. Very smart by Legend, knowing that the grenade was there on the ground to protect him with the push block. Should be a dead Iron Man because he has X Factor available.
Absolutely. Dude, look at how... Dude, the flamethrower builds too much meter. That's like actually almost half a bar. It doesn't look like it because it's segmented between the two. He gets half a meter in X Factor 1 for hitting you with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it is because it just does so many hits on its own. Does around, what, like 8 to 12 hits?
Yeah,
he needs it, though. A lot of bar. He does need it, I agree.
But he needs it.
Nice. Thor finding the cross-up jumping light there for the stray hit to open up Wolverine. Going to get a nice extension here. Going to build 2 bars, so he's going to be able to DHC into the Stalking Flare and get a good setup.
Yep, he's going to be able to get the knockdown. No, actually just go straight in for the charges here. Doesn't quite get enough to kill, and Wolverine should be able to DHC out if we do DHC quick enough.
Very good to note there that Chris didn't actually get any of the grenades to come out, so you don't have to worry about a stray one falling out of the sky if you're Dormammu, so very good there for Aces.
He had the X Factor there. That's a weird thing that a lot of people forget about, but if you're not in flight and you charge a hand as Dormammu, you go into free fall. So he actually that was a guaranteed punish from Legend. Legend just stands under and launchers if he doesn't X Factor that.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good awareness there from Ace's return here, but gonna get thrown. We're gonna see just how good Legend's Wolverine is here. Has X Factor available, gonna choose to snap.
Okay, Aces sneaking it in there with the Iron Man and tags out immediately.
Yeah, he's like, let me get Dormammu back in. Get my boy back on point. Legend's Akuma, as we have seen countless times in the past, very capable as an anchor, especially with X Factor available.
Hey, chip. And he's gonna just try and close the distance here. Gonna try and brute force it, but Inferno actually interrupts.
Yeah, but no way to extend the combo there after the Flame Carpet. Gonna catch the backdash. Lot of chip. Nice punish.
Yeah, had time to block. It was looking like he was cooked in that moment because, yeah, you definitely saw the backdash there. But Aces, plenty of time for defense, plenty of time for victory. Looking good right now,
Gets the level
1-1.
3 there with the spooky timeout bubble to take out Akuma. And yeah, ties up the score 1-1. It's Legend going to stick with this team. I was curious if Legend would switch at any point tonight. Go with Wesker instead of maybe Chris, or go with Wesker instead of Akuma, but looks like they're going to stick with what they have right now.
Yeah, I think that sticking with it is probably the right call here. Ace is taking a second for himself before we try one more time. Let's see. I wonder what the choice is going to be. Because there's no way you're switching anything up. Oh, okay. So it looks like right now, because there we go. I was gonna say, I just saw in one of the tournament chats, Aces said that his PC stopped reading his pad for a second. So,
well, that's always scary.
You go back to character select, just to click buttons and make sure it's working.
Yeah, absolutely. Respect that choice. That's as a fellow pad player, I know that fear all too well.
Yeah, it's one of the things on Parsec for sure that can happen occasionally. Doesn't happen very often though, and obviously one of the things we want the least is for hardware to be a factor to any degree for any player's run. So this is definitely good to be able to catch that before the match starts.
Yeah, absolutely. For all those pad players out there, make sure that you close out Steam before you start playing this game on Parsec, so Steam doesn't actually start reading your pad inputs as mouse inputs.
Yeah, what a weird one.
Yeah, I know, right? Definitely a problem I had to deal with in the past. But problem right now for Ace's return is he's getting rushed down by Wolverine. I actually like the choice here by Legend to start Logan, the higher mobility character, to apply that pressure to Thor early.
Finally does find the cross up, but unfortunately pushes a little bit past, so the projectile from Chris, since it doesn't have very much verticality, doesn't actually help him in that situation. But Thor, I was going to say, was in danger because it was losing that life pretty quick, but Aces should be able to remedy that, but no super!
Yeah, no super there from Aces. Interesting choice, because that would have been a dead Wolverine, and now he's got to deal with even more pressure, but he gets to get out here. Very smart choice. DHCs and Dormammu gets the kill. Oh, and he had Akuma being juggled that whole time. Man, things are going bad fast for Legend, but he finds the hit with Chris, has an X Factor of his own available.
Yeah, this is for basically any other Chris Redfield in the world. I'm closing the book on this one, but Legend's always got a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Just really 2 hits away. Gets the throw. The grenade helps with the pickup there. Not going to have to spend a bar.
Oh, nice block. That was tricky.
Yeah, that's a very layered mix-up because not only can the punch combination cross up, but you also have the flame grenade there to keep you safe as Chris. Aces was able to block all of that and gets out of the corner.
Unfortunately here for Aces now, I mean, closing the distance for Repulsor Blast can be an interesting tool in this match if you can get close enough, and it's a big if, but not going to matter too much here as we find the low, find the level 3, and even if it doesn't kill, we still get a pickup.
Yeah, we got to get the dash up. That's it. Nice. Into the Proton Cannon. Very good. Shades of Dapvip. Ace is going to go up 2-1 here.
Polaris coming through with the sub. 29 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate you as always.
I like Legend's game plan there in the last game. It just, didn't really work out for him. I definitely like sticking with Wolverine on point, having 2 assists to help him get in against Thor. It's just, where do you find the damage to get rid of the God of Thunder?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you don't have loops, you don't really have TACs. There is a lot of big issues for that situation for sure. But already, just going for the snap, just isolate the beam. Definitely a good call if you don't think you're going to kill.
Yeah, absolutely. Bo Bros Toaster, thank you for the sub. Subscribed for 2 months, appreciate it. Nice raw tag into Thor.
Hey, Bob Ross Toaster says, my sub is not good enough. I'll give a couple as well. 10 tier 1s. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And the generosity tonight. You love to see it. Thank you all for supporting the stream.
And right here. Oh, no. Actually doesn't get the finish there. Thor's assist hit really weird. I wonder if it was because of the carpet.
Yeah, he didn't get the ground bounce, as you mentioned, so I don't know if the carpet strayed and messed up the ground bounce situation, but it gives Chris another chance at life. Nice tech on the throw there from Aces.
Wow, Magnum interrupts, but unfortunately it's a trade that's never in your favor. Aces looking to put this away right now.
I mean, don't sleep on the Akuma. I'm not going to count out Legend just yet. He's got a full X Factor and plenty of meter, but this is a tough road to go through.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Mighty Charge itself is a lot of the matchup on its own. Also being able to use that Fireball to stall in the air and interrupt the super, actually.
All right, Thor's going to go down to chip, so it's just really two mix-ups at this point for Legend. Finds the first hit.
I'm a little surprised we didn't try to X-Factor to try and save the character to not have to take incomings, because now Iron Man actually does get the block. Crazy defense from Aces is going to be enough to win the set, actually.
Yeah, very great defense from Aces. Not really expecting a mix-up, just reacting to what they saw the low come out, saw the S come out, meaning they could X-Factor guard cancel to punish.
Right? You can make a lot, you can get a lot of meter just having the character exist.
Yeah, you have a great meat shield on point, and JC going to go with Captain America, Iron Man, Haggar. So actually pretty decent neutral from this team, having a beam, having Lariat assist, but neutral doesn't matter when you get opened up. And we see optimal Thor combos coming out here from FizzyKups, double relaunch.
Oh, I thought for sure that was going to be the command throw. It does end up getting it late, unfortunately, and after the push block, it's going to pretty much open things up. But this team can't kill Thor. You have to reset.
Yeah, you got to reset probably a couple different times, especially after a throw. All right, gets the hit here. Should have plenty of meter to finish off Thor now. DHC into Proton Cannon. Yep, that should be good.
Right, yep, dash up Repulsor Blast, the standard mix up there. It's all about timing. You can go left or right in that situation. As Lariat actually gets the blow up, does get the pickup on Dante and is going to pop the X Factor. JC, great call here.
Yeah, good choice here, because you know you only have to deal with level 1 Frank in the back. Not a very scary character, even if they have X Factor level 3, and you have Lariat to guard your incomings in case they do swing, just like they did there.
Fizzy can do this, though. They're similar to the Living Legend situation of last game. There's not a lot of Frank Wests, I believe, in this moment, but Fizzy is definitely on the list here.
Yeah, Fizzy, towards the end of the game's, main stage lifespan was probably the best Frank West in the world, but it doesn't really matter if you have level 1 Frank and get opened up by Captain America here, as JC is going to go up 1-0.
Yep, strong way to start that one. Captain America dominant on point. Has definitely been one of the highest impact characters we've seen across all the matches so far. Even with the NickBad loss earlier, I mean, Captain America was put in absolute overtime.
Yeah, Captain America, much like Sentinel, one of those characters that you can kind of pick up and play relatively easily. It doesn't take a long time to lab out Captain America stuff, so probably about 30 minutes of dedication, you can get yourself a decent Captain America, as JC finds a happy birthday here with the extension, gonna get 2. This should be a kill.
Just a Shogun, by the way, coming through. Appreciate you for the gifted 5. Shogun been one of the brightest stars in TNS lately, man. I hope we get to see more of you. You've been crazy lately.
Yeah, Shogun been killing it, dude. Much impressed by their gameplay in recent weeks.
But down to the Frank West once again, level 1, 4 bars. I mean, maybe one opportunity for a jump scare here, and that's the chance! Gets them both, actually!
Yeah, found the one opportunity you were talking about, and this should build all the way up to level 4. Not going to take out Iron Man. Oh, Iron Avenger, very smart, going to go underneath. Had to X Factor to stay safe, but still loses Tony Stark, so it's all up to Cap.
Oh, now you just got to grind things out. Got to get close up for the air throw. JC stays on the ground. I think maybe thought that Fizzy wasn't going to commit to the early jump medium again, because if Fizzy goes with a later jump medium, you can pretty easily shield skills it.
Yeah, absolutely. Fizzy there, though, showing the Frank mastery and ties up the score 1-1. As JC here to start off game number 3, once again finding a good hit on Thor. It's almost bad. Could have been another happy birthday.
I will never get tired of the zombie noises on the plungers. It is truly my favorite thing.
Yeah, shout outs to bad audio formatting in this version of the game.
And the juggle was very odd there. The combo counter kept resetting, actually, on the character getting juggled there by the $1 million in that situation. So couldn't even cheese a picture on just the Haggar there. That was tough.
Yeah, especially going to be even more tough because now you lose Frank. You're going to lose your, your kind of your ace in the hole, and you're going to be stuck with Thor Dante.
Yeah, and at this point, you'd rather have it in the other order as well. Dante a better anchor as well as a better assist. Thor has a better chance of being able to abuse that jam session, I think, than Dante is going to have trying to teleport against Captain America.
Yeah, absolutely. Cap using those double jumps to stay out of trouble and knowing that if you see the teleport, you can just react and call Lariat. Trying to blow that up. Gets the air throw there.
Yep, and that's the other possible option. The other side of the flowchart there is when you see that teleport, a lot of the times most characters can just up back and mash throw, and you will just be able to yoink Dante out of it.
Oh, backdashes. Lariat has been doing so much work in this set so far for JC, as that assist typically tends to do when you're trying to rush down an opponent. Lariat just blows that all up for you.
Damn, dude, JC back at it again, all up to the Dante here for Fizzy, and unfortunately the low is immediately caught. JC gonna take the kill and make it potentially set point now for Fizzy. We can't find some kind of major victory at the start of this.
It's to Romora with the tier 1 sub for 56 months now, and a weird copy pasta as part of their sub message.
It's lyrics or something. I ain't gotta like that. Appreciate you.
I don't gotta like that either. I'm not what is it, Shazam? Song lyrics, yeah, you're right.
Spitman coming through as well, 46 months. Appreciate you as always, homie. As we're gonna go for the super here, try and go for the chip out. That's an easy tag from Fizzy. Good recognition of the situation.
A very smart tag, knowing that the Hyper Stars and Stripes are going to knock him really high in the air, so you don't really get a DHC into Iron Man at that point, but you're going to lose Frank as a result.
Now just got to play it safe and solid. Try and stay on the straight and narrow if you can. Good block on the first iteration of that mix-up there. Jumping light and fakes the throw. Interesting mix-up timing there from JC. Ends up working miracles right now.
Yeah, everything is going well for JC right now. They're in a commanding lead, and it's all up to X Factor Thor, who does not get faster in X Factor level 3.
And a cute idea from Fizzy there, trying to go for the X Factor cancel into the command throw super, but unfortunately it does not work out.
This is probably one of the best teams you can play if you want to run Thor point. We're going to see it in action here from Among Shadows.
Playing the best Thor costume.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. It's so interesting to note that it looks like Mystic Ray doesn't blow up the web ball assist.
That's very true. It's always a little weird to see these interactions between like not as seen projectiles.
Yeah, it's always weird to like try to remember what has what durability in this game.
Only Airborne has that knowledge in their head. Just Airborne.
Shout out to Airborne, another Shuma player.
Only Airborne has all of that knowledge still cooked into their brain, and I appreciate it. The scientist.
All right, so now we get an optimal setup here. We get spell charges, we get flamed carpet, we get teleports. You gotta block this, and you get crossed up on the reset.
Love that juggle. Uses the meteors for the OTG, and is able to continue to get charges. Part of the reason this team is so strong, because now we have a stalking flare for our mix-up.
Yeah, we got the optimal kill there. We only had to burn 1 bar. We got full spell charges, and now this is Dormammu's game to lose, because Among Shadows can just run away with Mystic Ray assist and all those spells, and Wolverine's going to have trouble getting in, but Wolverine sped up in X Factor level 3 can get in on anybody.
I think you just have to send Berserker Barrage again in that situation. It's kind of like double Tatsu with Akuma. A lot of times the answer is to just repeat the situation, but unfortunately, coming out for Mario, that's a clean tag, and Among Shadows is going to kill the rest of this X Factor time.
Yeah, a very smart tag too, knowing that the spell charge release would give him an opening to tag into Thor, and Thor, of course, having the most health in the game. Wolverine's not going to be able to kill in one touch, has to go for a reset, doesn't work out.
That was a sick jab punish too. Really nice stuff from Among Shadows. And Stalking Flare is way more than enough to take the kill, so that's game 1 already to the homie.
Yeah, and again, this is a team that presents a really tough matchup from the way Mario likes to play, because you have a very high health character in the front, you have 2 very solid assists backing him up, and also once Dormammu gets going, Mario really can't approach with his team.
Up the snap, dashed under with the jab, a little bit of a slowdown here. Shuma just gonna try and look for some room, maybe go for the DHC, maybe go for the tag. We got options.
Yep, all right, going to go into Hyper Mystic Stare. That allows him to get a Stalking Flare out there, get some spell charges, as those Mystic Stare orbs stay active. Yeah, this is what I was talking about here. This is an obstacle course pretty much, but Mario finds the hole with that Spider-Man movement.
I had the jab as well, and again, use that Berserker Barrage Assist like a, like a cheaper version of Tatsu. It's not quite working out as effectively, but it's still pretty decent for the rushdown. But the alpha counter from Thor, a really strong piece of the puzzle for Thor as a character when he's not on point.
Yeah, one of those few alpha counters that the character can combo off of if they hit, because it does create a ground-bound state. So Shadow's able to take out the high mobility in Spider-Man, and now has Thor back on point to go against Ryu and Wolverine.
Jump heavy, couldn't get the jab, a little bit of awkward timing. Still good, though.
Yeah, this is all about how Mario finds their next hit, because, again, they don't really have a good assist for helping them get in anymore. That web ball is gone, but gonna find the Hsien-Ko Hadoken.
Oh, good timing on the charge. Gets the cross up, almost gets the jump loop here. Ryu on a pixel, and I don't think we're going to be able to save him here because Mario wants to keep his anchor. Instead, he just gets a clean hit, though. That's going to kill Thor.
Yeah, that'll be enough to kill Thor for one bar. It's going to be interesting to see what Mario chooses to do here with Ryu. Keep him on point, keep him in, looks like it. Going to save X Factor and all that meter for Anchor Wolverine. All right, let's see how good Shadow's Shuma-Gorath is. Hasn't had to see that character put in a lot of work yet, and we're not going to see it now because Shuma gets opened up by those Ryu feet.
Oh, no. From bad to worse here, it's going to be the DHC, and he has his team in a better order for Dormammu coming in. He's going to pop X Factor, actually.
Yeah, I like this because he gets a better mix-up attempt, and he got a speed up too, so just Dormammu has to hold all of that and hope only does so much as Mario finds the hit and ties up the score 1-1.
Yeah, just send dive kick. At that point, honestly, just send dive kick over and over again. As Among Shadows, I feel like you just either have to trust your defense and hold backwards, or just try and go for a big guess on a launcher. Like, what else can you really do there?
Yeah, absolutely. But again, we're back to that cat and mouse game here at the beginning where Ryu has to try to find multiple clean hits on Thor, and Thor can bully his way in with those charged up dashes behind with the Shuma laser assist behind.
Oh, okay, but Web Ball is the starter, gets the hit, and like you said, even with a TAC, I actually don't know if this is enough. We're just going to go straight for the super, though.
So you're going to get a wall-bound state after this, get a pickup, but I don't think you get any more after that. Yeah, you're going to have to go for the throw reset, and he finds it.
Oi, good block on the cross up there. Is able to get the hit with Dormammu and delays it just a bit. That combo was a little awkward, but good timing from Among Shadows to make it work.
Yeah, Among Shadows showing a lot of Dormammu knowledge here in this set. Goes into the spooky trouble bubble. Not enough, though. Doesn't kill Ryu, and Ryu's going to get out with the DHC into Spider-Man. So things that were looking really good for Shadows there, the momentum getting snatched away in a hurry.
Oh, teleport timing. Went for the jump medium, though. Using that pillar to great effect to stop the attempted approach of Spider-Man.
You're going to have to be very careful with your pillar calls and your spell usage here because Spider-Man does have great mobility to rush down Dormammu.
Crouching medium, though. We got a couple buttons that have pretty decent baked-in anti-airs for Dormammu, and crouch medium definitely one of them.
And I like that he delayed the rest of the combo there, accounting for the fact that he had called Mystic Ray, so he didn't want to mess up his hit stun. Finish the combo properly, but Dormammu's going to get punished here. No, Ryu's going to go down before the super can connect on Dormammu.
Good idea on the double teleport. Forward heavy, almost found the mark, but couldn't quite. Oh, close again.
Yeah, now we get to witness the great struggle of the Wolverine player here against Dormammu trying to find their way in. Good chaotic flame there to get your space back, and you still find a hit off of it.
At that point, all it's going to take is an X Factor to cleanly get that one out of the way. Among Shadows continuing this dominance right now, 2-1.
Yeah, absolutely, and showing a lot of good knowledge with this team here. Looks like they've trained up with Streamberger in the past, but Ryu finds the happy birthday. That should be a dead Shuma-Gorath.
Yeah, well worth the 2 meters here. Hardly scratches the surface on Thor, just barely getting over half, but that dead squid is well worth every single penny.
Yeah, it takes a lot of synergy away from this team. Specifically, it takes down your rushdown options as Thor, because you have that pillar assist from Dormammu for OTGs. You don't really have a way for Thor to get in safely anymore.
From bad to worse, though. Does break the TAC and is able to go for the DHC now. Stalking Flare for a little bit of a slowdown.
Yeah, uses the Mongolian Shockwave into Stalking Flare to reset the neutral. Gets Dormammu in safely.
Like, that's the worst level 1 in the game, right? Level 1, it's the worst one?
It's either that or the Jill cinematic.
They're both really bad, you're right.
I mean, they both deal no damage.
At least that one's an OTG. Maybe, yeah, I'll give it second place.
Alright, so it's all about here. Can Amongst Shadows stay away, get the spells charged up. Slowly whittling down Spider-Man's health, finds the stray launcher, gets rid of Spidey. Alright, things are looking good for Shadows.
Oh, Thor comes through. Not going to leave us in a position where we're comfortable spending our X Factor or DHCing here. That's 10 pins, by the way. I see you, homie. 11 months. Thank you very much, as always.
It's a good life lead here for Mario, as well as a meter lead. They don't have to do a lot, but they get clipped by the chaotic flame. They're going to lose Ryu for that.
I think he's going to want to commit to something there. Unfortunately, it's not going to be anything that works out here. Teleport attempt and a dark hole, but no punish, actually. Amongst Shadows has plenty of room to roam now.
Yeah, and again, Mario has preemptively popped the X Factor here. Shadows still has theirs to use defensively, or if they find a stray hit confirmed. So they're in the driver's seat right now.
Pins with the 5. I see you for the match, Reno. Thank you very much. As we find our dive kick, Mario is looking to make this a game 5. Any hit could do it.
All right, nice air throw from Thor, but can't get anything off of it.
I need a command though ASAP.
Yeah, I'm looking for one. It's a pretty fast one too, and if you get an air one, you can combo off of that too. You can combo off the air command throw with Thor.
Yeah, as long as it's not the super one, you can kind of just launch her.
Right. Good spacing. Oh, gets opened up though.
And went dive kick there. I don't know if I've ever seen someone dive kick there, but it's good. I like it. It kills 2-2.
I'm gonna write down that that's a confirm you can do after going into Berserker Charge after that, because I legit didn't know you could do that. I thought all you could do was dack up and hit a normal.
Yeah, I mean I'm down. That's a weird one. Oh, dude,
we are in game number 5.
We're actually taking a lot of life on Chip here, as well as just random stray hits. Mario gets the throw, but it doesn't... I was going to say doesn't change much, but the tech chase actually goes his way.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, because of Thor's high health pool, this is not going to kill. You got to just spend 1 bar, go back into neutral. But yeah, those Mighty Sparks are starting to add up. He's going to DHD out Thor.
Wow, and really significant amounts of Chip coming out once again. Maybe trying to scout out the raw tag there at the way he was trying to move.
Getting pinned into the corner. Nice. Again, good use of that alpha counter from Amongst Shadows. Gets Thor back in, takes out Ryu.
There you go.
Should be enough.
Finally getting the kill here. And we got Spider-Man in, so we got our team back in order too.
Yep. All right, we got the team back in order. Now we can pressure Dormammu pretty well with Spidey. It's once Spidey dies that Mario may have a problem, but we'll see how he gets in.
And I mean, Dorm Shuma, this is a duo we've seen a ton across a lot of different players and across a lot of different concepts of gameplay here, but consistently very strong partners. Got
full stock of spells too, so anytime they feel like they've pressed a button accidentally, they can let the charge go just like that. Finds the hit, nice jump loop there, good confirm off the Mystic Ray.
Coming through, very nice. Situation continues to get better and better for Amongst Shadows here. Mario is in danger of headed to losers in pools in ratio. What kind of world are we in right now?
Yeah, this would certainly be an upset if Mario were to go to losers this early in a ratio tournament, but he's still got a shot. He's got X Factor Wolverine. He's got Berserker Charge on. Again, it's just finding your way past the Dormammu obstacle course.
Oh my god, and there you go. Because we dive kicked early too, was able to optimize the combo to not have to waste too much time. It's all up to the squid.
Yeah, all up to the squid. He's used his ground bounce, so I don't think he can kill the squid off of this, but gonna be in the life lead for sure.
And Shuma's not very good at doing chip. I mean, oh no!
The stagger!
Oh, counter hit, dive kick into the jab. It's more than good enough for Mario, still in winners.
Bro, that eyeball was cross-eyed for a good 3 Marvel seconds there off the stagger. That was crazy.
RayRay, he was dominant in the early stages of it. So we'll see if he can keep that momentum going into this one here. Zenpool, obviously another one of those killers who's able to just play his stuff. No alterations needed to the team here. So Zenpool rocking the main chicken.
Yeah, and this can kind of be a tough matchup for someone playing drones because, you know, Deadpool can just normal jump and fire guns, and they'll snipe Sentinel in the head, and they'll blow up that drone's assist.
Bob Ross Toaster back at it again. 5 more gifted tier 1s. Thank you very much, Bob Ross Toaster. We appreciate you. So already coming out of the gate swinging, though. Gets the side swap, and because we get the side swap here, going to be able to chain 2 supers together as Akuma, which is definitely good for you. Gets a mid-screen mix as well.
Nice, but Zenpool said, I'm not eating any mid-screen mix-up. I'm going to come in with S.
I respect that. Characters like Ryu, you have to defend yourself immediately. People expect you to just block because you don't have any options in the air. Just mashing a jump S works out. Have you seen how many Hawkeye players just mash S on their way in and it just wins?
That's because I think Hawkeye players just like to swing, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, I agree, but here's the super. Gets them both. Should be an X Factor from there, and definitely is. Both characters maybe cooked.
Oh, I like that. Call the drone assist for the extra damage. Very smart.
Dude, I couldn't see them. That was crazy. What in the stealth bomber is that?
Yeah, that was very smart. Oh my goodness. Again, that overhead heel stomp from Chun-Li, such a good rushdown tool when the opponent is pinned in the corner.
Oh, okay. Blocking the drones. Hey, he's trying to finesse there. He knows that he will just DP. Zenpool is the type of player where he will auto DP or just regular DP if you pressure him in ways that he's uncomfortable with. So I definitely respect the respect from Ray.
Yeah, absolutely. And Zenpool, another one of those players too that we have to, you know, be aware is playing on high MS as well.
Ooh, I love that for the chip. Very smart. No way we're spending anything to save Ryu.
Imagine how hard you got to punch when your uppercut does chip damage.
Yeah, but he got the purple flames on it too. Listen.
That's true. That man's built different.
Oh, manages to get both with the super. Can't keep either of them after the X Factor though. The timing is off.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate for Zenpool. I love the idea. It would have definitely killed Sentinel, but both of them get out. Now he's burned his X Factor. He's going to get dive kicked for his troubles by Ray's Akuma. Let's see the extension off the drones. Oh, didn't get it.
Oh, still had the mix-up, though. The lightning legs are able to catch the raw tag, and he's able to just catch a clean launcher for it. Little drop on the optimization, but that's okay. Still making things work, and that's definitely going to chip Deadpool, so down to the anchor, but no X Factor.
Yeah, no X Factor here for Zenpool's Akuma, so Ray is definitely still in the driver's seat and finds another clean hit off the drone's assist. Going to go up 2-0 here, looking really solid with this team he's got rocking tonight.
And Zenpool going to consider a potential switch up here, maybe of just the order, because I don't think that there's a team that we would lean into, because generally the Zenpool, when he switches characters, he switches to Dante. So he can't switch to what he normally would potentially counterpick with.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, it could be a change in the order. It could just be a second to, you know, regain your composure.
I thought he was about to pick the default team. I was like, I'm down. But no, it's just going to be running straight back in. Maybe just, again, switching up the order potentially. We'll see.
We're going to start Deadpool here from... I mean, keep Deadpool started, but again, you got to avoid that Chun-Li rushdown with the drones.
Clean jab. Good stuff here. TAC. No,
Man,
just
we
gonna
get a
keep
lot
picking
of
up.
extensions.
Damn.
Is he dead?
That
he's dead.
Chun-Li did super. That Chun-Li super did way more than I thought it was going to. Jesus Christ.
Bro, I'm telling you, these mashable orb supers, you gotta watch out for them.
I feel like I never see Chun-Li's level 1 super because Chun-Li players are always playing like Phoenix or playing some weird runaway stuff where they tag before the super. I forget, dude.
You're just used to Ryan LV and Eccentric, so yeah.
Yeah.
You've forgotten that Chun-Li is a really good damage engine in her own right.
Yeah, I was gonna say the runaway is what we're normally used to, abusing that triple jump here, but here it's all hands or feet, I guess, down to just the Akuma.
Just when I thought there couldn't be a character noisier than Nova when they land a hit, Chun-Li just shouting the daylights out of this.
Okay. Actually did get the kill on Akuma on the other side.
Oh, can't do anything because they committed to the launch. That stinks,
Yeah.
and RayRay's gonna confirm.
Hey, listen, Chun-Li currently is the only character picked in Capcom Cup that has a 0% win rate. Well, she's doing well in Marvel right now. I'm not sure. Into the match, though. We'll talk a little more Capcom Cup in a little bit here. Phoenix Wright, the first appearance here. It's going to be faced off against JC, and unfortunately, the first appearance might be the last. B-Man is getting obliterated right now.
Yeah, gonna lose their Dante in that exchange. Phoenix Wright, again, one of those one-point characters, so you can play him with almost any shell, so that's why B-Man gets access to Deadpool Dante, but it's not really mattering a lot right now as JC is just mauling him with Captain America.
Oh, straight in with the charging star for the second time. Pops the X Factor, but a great timing on the push block from B-Man.
Right, finds another hit there on Cap, so this should be a dead Captain America, and he's got plenty of X Factor to work with, but now you got a pretty awkward shell because Phoenix Wright, not that great of an assist character, so going to bring him back in on point and try to collect some evidence.
Good RNG. I mean, the RNG is pretty decent, though. We actually got everything we need. And we have a cell phone, too, so we actually have decent projectiles as well.
Yeah, good projectile, just got to find your way into turnabout mode. You can't really rush down right now because JC does have Lariat assist backing him up.
But I do think you will eventually win the zoning war as Phoenix Wright. So, I mean, like, it's slow and steady, but I think it's only a matter of time. But, like you said, the Lariat's a little scary.
Yeah, you got to be very careful. That's going to go through Maya's shield and kill Phoenix Wright, so it's going to be just down to Deadpool. I like bringing in Haggar here, so you have Lariat plus a beam assist.
Pass, and now, I mean, Deadpool does have two good matchups here, I think. I think he does totally fine against Iron Man, and obviously against Haggar. Haggar's just got a super jump and a dream in this matchup.
Yeah, you got to be careful with your assist calls, and yeah, just slowly work your way in if you're Haggar. Get Deadpool pinned in the corner and make him waste his teleports, but B-Man finds the hit.
There you go, Super 1 takes the kill. Iron Man down by his lonesome here. And I think even if this mix-up doesn't go B-Man's way, I really do think we have an advantageous matchup here. Should just be able to shoot the guns. It's going to be about how we side swap, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any hit here will do it for B-Man. And you certainly have the better normals as Deadpool compared to Iron Man. It's just finding that hit.
Oh, got the jumping light. I actually don't know if you have anything to pick that up, but finds the hit afterwards. No super from JC?
That's a rough choice. You have to believe they were going to go into Proton Cannon there. That would have dealt plenty of damage. Now Deadpool gets a chance to run away again.
It's over.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, nothing you can do. JC misses the input on the super, doesn't take the kill when he had the hit. That's B-Man getting away with murder on that one.
Yeah, absolutely there. That was definitely JC's game, but you try to watch that one aside and go back to work. You did really well in game number 1, taking out Dante early.
Lockdown on the same side, ends up finding the low, and he's able to convert off the Lariat, but misses out on the secondary hit. Unfortunate.
Oh, is B-Man not going to DHT out Phoenix Wright? Going to keep him in. Dangerous choice, and that's why Phoenix Wright goes down.
Oh, distance close. Could almost had the anti-air crouching light. Good block from B-Man, though. Forces the X Factor. Didn't want to go for a DHC or anything weird.
Yeah, it's rough there because as JC, you have to X Factor. You don't have a safe DHC option with your team. And so the X Factor spent here, burned out already. So B-Man got a good opportunity here. Deadpool gets opened up, though, so it's going to be all up to level 3 Anchor Dante.
Already committed to the jump. Yep, B-Man saw it. Tried to get aggressive. Oh, of course, though. Lariat.
All right, nice charging star there to blow up any pressure, and the DHCs here should do it. Level 3 should be enough. Yeah, last hit, and just like that, JC's going to tie it up 1-1. All right, good turnaround.
Now, much better, very stable situation coming up there. JC looking extremely strong, and he gets the hit there off the charging star. Incredible stuff. But on the roll, he gets too greedy. B-Man gets the first touch and uses the jam session to make room.
Yeah, and he's got the evidence he needs. He's in turnabout mode, but drops the extension.
Oh no, you hate to see it. JC gonna be able to clean this one up pretty easily now. B-Man in a terrible position.
Yeah, this is a rough look for B-Man. But Deadpool's gonna find a hit off the Pineapple Surprise. Actually was able to combo off of that. Gonna get the optimal kill. Oh, it doesn't go into the cinematic. Just gonna spend the meter and go to full screen here. Make Iron Man potentially try to chase him down.
Dimensional downfall with the big 3. Thank you very much. Appreciate you for the prime. Oy, but there you go. Super 1. DHC gets the cleanup. I mean, from a bad position of having to take an incoming mix-up to being able to just run your mid-screen mix, this is a B-Man all of a sudden. Listen, we got the winning lottery ticket.
Yeah, everything is swung back into B-Man's favor here, and now this is a horrible, horrible matchup for Haggar one-on-one, but add Jam Session into the mix, and it's going to be a tough time for the Mayor to get in. Goes for a Lariat. Oh, nice. Good awareness there by B-Man to jump out and not try to take the low, knowing that if he got command thrown there, Haggar can't do much after that.
Oh, thought he was going to have time for the Lariat. Super actually would have connected. And there we go. Picks it up. B-Man going to get away with this one. Very nice. 2-1. At least it should be.
Yeah, it'll be 2-1 after this Super. By the way, shout-outs to Clem for the Twitch Prime subscription. Appreciate that, brother.
As always, good to see you, homie. You in today, Clem? I haven't actually looked through I haven't actually inspected the bracket.
Yeah, Clem, another player that plays a lot of different characters and a lot of different shells, so I'd be interested to see if they are in the bracket. As B-Man gets an air throw, looks to collect more evidence, has gotten really good evidence RNG really throughout this whole set.
Definitely. For the hop over, does get the switch back. I like going back to investigation mode and is able to get into turnabout and is going to beat the hell out of Iron Man for just a little bit.
Yeah, Tony Stark's lawyers can't protect him from Phoenix right there as he loses about 30%. Now, if you're B-Man, what are you going to do with this turnabout mode? Gotta find your way in.
High damage in this situation. Chooses not to X-Factor to get rid of him, and unfortunately here, it's going to be the DP, but because of the hard knockdown, you can't actually hit him.
Yeah, so a good fortuitous trade there for B-Man. Avoids the Captain America Super thanks to the order in the court. Now going to be able to safely get out Phoenix, right, and get a lot more damage on Iron Man. Tony Stark bleeding there.
Yeah, if you can somehow get rid of Cap in this moment, Iron Man comes in with just a third of his life left. Nice X-Factor from both players. Reaction time is good from B-Man.
Good stuff, and I like this zoning decision here by B-Man. You don't really have to rush down right now. You have a life lead. Just keep yourself out of the corner.
Oh, okay. Goes for the raw attack there. Doesn't get punished. Tough situation. JC having to play that Iron Man on point. Never what you want to see. B-Man's actually going to get into... Yeah, back into investigation. That's what I was waiting for.
Shoutouts to Daisy, or Doomsies, I should say, with the Prime subscription, subscribing for 12 months now. Thank you so much. All right, so for people wondering, that Maya shield does have its own sort of health bar. It's not like MODOK shield where it's on a timer. It takes a set amount of damage before it goes away, but it does get blown up by supers, as you saw there.
Now, using the ninja tools to great effect, even with Iron Man not dying from that, this is still an untenable position right now. B-Man is in really, really good shape, even better now because he gets the incoming.
All right, and yeah, B-Man here can just really run away. JC has to try to pressure their way in, and it's, again, Cap not having a beam assist here and all the mobility options of Deadpool makes this incredibly difficult.
The crouching heavy, the slide ends up breaking through. Gonna look for the chip now. Captain America has to spend the super to not get hit, but that's gonna get hit on the way up. No invincibility on the rising situation there.
Yeah, nothing on the falling on the mighty body press there, and now Dante gets in and can just run away as well with Devil Trigger active, and B-Man's gonna close this out 3-1.
Even coming down, the lariat was ready, but unfortunately the timing didn't matter too much. B-Man continuing to look strong, and again, having that Deadpool Dante shell is just a godsend in moments like that. Extremely loyal TNS viewers who have been watching for a decent amount of time. There was a Milky Spider-Man era for sure. He won a belt and was like, I'm just playing Spider-Man and y'all can't stop me for like a decent portion of time.
It's like when Prince changed their name to a symbol for a little while. Like, some people don't remember that, but if you were there, you know. Milky showing off these web throw loops. As I say that, he immediately dropped one.
And there you go, Tyler getting the clean hit, and it's going to be one of the brave souls to bring out the Zero. Not a lot of people rock the Zero these days. Tyler going to be the one to try and do it here. Obviously has that Arthur daggers. When we do see Zero, this is basically always the exact team we see because I think it's just the best layout considering the points that you have.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense when you're eating up 7 points with just one character. It drastically limits your assist options. Arthur daggers are a solid projectile, especially if you get him powered up. And Hsien-Ko Senpubu also good for pinning an opponent down and extending combos.
Somebody mentioned it in chat, and yeah, I agree. I don't like Zero's face in this costume. I gotta be honest.
Oh, the Mega Man Zero costume?
I don't like it.
Shoutouts to Game Boy Advance, dude. Great game series. As we say all that, Milky gonna lose potentially his TaskMaster here. Almost lost his Dante.
Yeah, Lightning Loop should get through. TaskMaster has a ton of life, though, so you do have to go through a pretty significant amount of this beefy boy, but optimizes things well and is going to have Sogenmu for the mix-up, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Has Sogenmu, has X-Factor, and both his assists available. Milky tries to come in swinging to avoid the mix-up, but it's not going to work out. Tyler's going to go up 1-0.
Holy moly, Bob Ross Toaster coming through with the $100 donation to TaskMaster for the win. I'm telling you, this character is good. People just are bad. But Bob Ross Toaster, you are not bad. You're great. Thanks.
Yeah, Bob Ross Toaster, shout outs to you, man. All right, into game number 2 here. Milky was looking pretty solid, had the hit on Zero and just dropped his web throw loops. Finds another hit here. Let's see if the execution's more on point this time.
A couple throws working out well. Definitely liking it.
It gets the raw tag into Dante for the optimal extension here. Going to reset his damage a little and get the kill on Zero, probably for 1 bar here. We're going to spend 2 so he gets an optimal mix-up.
Oh, and yeah, I mean, in theory, I don't know for sure, but I just want to assume that Tyler probably does not play these other 2 characters. So I think if Zero dies, I think he's just cooked. I can't assume that he's gonna have Hsien-Ko stuff, right? Like,
I mean, unless you're
other than PZ.
Unless you dig up LLND wherever they are, I don't know anybody else has Hsien-Ko stuff besides PZ these days.
Okay, we know how to cancel the S for the projectiles though. Maybe I'm asleep. I'm down, Tyler.
Arthur's still a very capable anchor, especially when you have, close to 4 bars, but Arthur's problem is finding a hit when he's all by his lonesome.
Production asked what happened to Arthur. War changes the man, Lucas.
Yeah, dude, that guy stayed out in the sun for far too long without his armor on. And looks like beef jerky.
Smart cancel, though. And with the X Factor, Tyler can do it. All of a sudden, I'm starting to believe a little bit.
Rushing him down with that, man. Hubby legs Arthur with the rush down.
Do it for cross-up overhead. I like the idea. That was a combo he could have killed.
Yeah, he had the stagger from the empowered lance. He could have just looped that, but now he's lost his armor and his X Factor.
No, and hesitated on the punish there as well. But that drops.
Oh, nice punish there. All right, not over yet. You got a shot. Armor up again.
I think you have to save level 3, because if they try to... you had to have level 3 for if TaskMaster puts you in a spot where he was going to chip you, you had to be able to panic button to not get chipped.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
That's
all right, 1-1 now. Man, that head is really big on Zero. I just noticed that. Okay, maybe
like
Chad is right. I like that game
like
series, but the head just looks weird.
Then the zoom in is great. I don't like it. It takes the kill with the lightning loops though.
Looks like Beautiful Joe with a ponytail right now. Like, got those big old feet too. He just looks awkward.
He's got the moon boots on. You know the red ones. You know the ones. Nice. The happy birthday. Dude. But unfortunately, gets the 2 characters that aren't named Zero. So it's gonna pop X Factor. Is gonna get an incoming here, but unfortunately not killing the problem.
I was going to say, if there's ever a time as a player you're okay with being happy birthdayed, it's probably right now if you're Tyler, because you get level 3 X Factor 0, and we come in swinging.
Yeah, unfortunately, Acid Rain was way too late. That's an extremely easy pickup from Tyler, and he's able to close that one out, blowing out the candles on that one. Unfortunately, it wasn't even his happy birthday.
Exactly. Back and forth, the momentum swings, and Milky now in danger of getting sent to losers here. Spider-Man going to have to do a lot of work. Got to make sure he gets rid of Zero.
That's one of those, you know, when 2 people have birthdays that are close and their friends get lazy and they put them on the same party. That's one of those. That's just...
Oh,
don't do that to your friends. Don't do that.
Making me dig up past trauma right here. Jeez. But anyway, back to the match.
Don't do that to your friends. It's like Enmu activated. They say that they're okay with it. They're not. They're lying.
Spidey actually doing a really good job of avoiding Zero once Togenmu is on. Has some good air mobility so he can avoid being pinned down. Nice confirm there by Milky. But drops. That's a punish, I think. Yep, Tyler had to spend the X Factor here, so that's actually not a bad situation for Milky here.
Ooh, way to close the distance, but unfortunately... Oh, dude, Spider-Man's crouching normals. Spider-Man's crouching medium specifically is really bad in situations like that. If you hit max range crouching light, there is a 0% chance your medium hits.
There's also a 0% chance of your Dante surviving this combo right now, as Tyler is looking in prime position to close out this set. It's all up to Milky's TaskMaster, which I have never seen.
I believe. Milky's about to prove me right. He gonna block
Milky's about to... I mean, he's about to prove you right in loser's bracket. Don't worry, buddy.
That one was not TaskMaster's fault. That one was Milky's fault.
That one was not... You can't blame the character. You
cannot blame TaskMaster for that one. That one either. That one's not TaskMaster either.
Yeah, that's an unblockable there. You blame the game for that.
Well, there you go. Should be cooked up from there. TylerK is going to continue through winner's bracket with this horrific costume. 3-1.
Yeah. Oh, God. We're going to see more of that costume, aren't we? Mega Man Zero. A game series people had never heard of until tonight. Romora. Actually, a very good Viper shell because you can pin them down in the corner with the Ami Cold Star assist to get the unblockables on incoming.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a variation of a team that Romora did once play. Before he was a Zero player, he did play Viper Doom Ami. So, like, this is not unknown territory for him. He is experienced in playing this. As you can already see, great pickup and good damage at the start.
Yeah, back in the days of blue-haired Romora, he did like to rock the team full schedule. Finds the hit on Ryu, kills him off. Doesn't go for an unblockable setup, but got really good pressure in the corner here with Viper.
Oh, he tried to come on through. Does get that jumping medium. Unfortunately, things don't work out. And EX burn knuckle into the cross-up burn kick. Come on, bro.
Oh, he almost had the side switch too. He looked like he still had some Viper knowledge left in the tank there, but dropped the combo. Gives Spider-Man another chance at life.
Oi, finds the mark on the dash forward there. Very nice for Mario. This is unfortunately when the team gets to a little bit of an awkward place. Obviously, Iron Man not the greatest here, and the super does take a long time, so you don't really have follow my lead the way that you would like.
Yeah, in a sense that you don't get a confirm afterwards, but I mean, if you do like actually land a hit on the character, it's going to do a lot of damage. Iron Man not really even going to get to see the game. This is going to be a dead Tony Stark. It's going to be all up to anchor Amaterasu.
Oh, and the walk underneath. Unfortunately, Romora there is a little too respectful and just hangs out, falls into the mix-up, and he is done for. Game 1 to Mario.
Yeah, solid performance there for Mario. Again, has been playing really well all night, been thrown into a lot of killers, and has been coming up on the winner's side so far. Looks like he's trying to continue that momentum.
Big Boss Pizza Sauce, by the way, coming through. 6 months, great name. Thanks for coming through.
Oh, that is a solid name. Love that. We're going to Hsien-Ko Hadoken, clear the screen, reset the neutral. Nice Seismo pressure from Romora.
Oi, clean connection here. Goes for the dash up and should be able to get the finish off of this one. Very nice for Mario, but the Tatsu doesn't actually build the extra bar, so it's close but not enough. The Falling Light actually does get the kill.
Yeah, hits him with the Vagabond's knee drop. Finds the hit on Iron Man on incoming. That capture state from the web ball that we talked about earlier tonight coming in handy for Mario there. Not going to get the kill, but a lot of damage here on Iron Man.
Uh-oh, high-low. Good block. A little bit slow from Romora there, but I definitely respect the idea.
All right, nice confirm there. Pick up into Cold Star. Nah, it doesn't work. Mora trying to experiment in real time here. Is that web throw going to catch? It is not. That's going to be a hit. That could be a dead Spidey.
No, he's too small. The first hit of Okami Shuffle doesn't actually hit that very, very bottom right corner with the whole thing. It's just the initial touch, but it doesn't pick him up all the way. Still kills him after, but that's an unfortunate way for the supers to go.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Romora, but still in good shape here. And you got that Ami counter too, so Wolverine can't just dive kick recklessly. Has to be careful. To slow things down. Oh no, goes for Okami Shuffle instead. I'm sorry, I thought they were going to go with the Mist Super.
Oh no, and skates on past, crosses up with the little the dog dive kick there. Almost enough to kill, but with the OTG it is quick
right?
on the swaps.
Yeah, I like the extension there using the Unibeam assist. Good knowledge. And Romora ties it up 1-1.
Using those Seismos, juggling the assists extremely well as having that Cyclops beam, that optic blast, a very, very good projectile in these moments.
Yeah, and the hallmark of a really good Viper player is having that almost walking Seismo pressure where you're able to throw out multiple Seismos while still kind of advancing forward as Viper. Remora tried to do it there, but ended up getting air thrown for his troubles. Takes a lot of damage from Ryu.
Yeah, extremely strong timing on that one. Nice stagger on the low as well. Gonna go for the jump in, but it's a little too far.
All right, EX Thunder Knuckles to get out of a bad situation, but ends up losing the last of his meter, so is in a bit of trouble now. EX Thunder Knuckles again, but able to get Iron Man in this time.
Oh, it flies on past. What the lazy day mix up there, but unfortunately the high-lows are both a little too far away. Doesn't get anything for his troubles.
Never forgive Capcom for making Iron Man's air dashes worse in this version of the game. But as I say all that, Mario finds yet another hit with Ryu. Gonna spend the super here. Got plenty of meter to take out Tony Stark.
Using the web ball, slowing things down, gets the hit and is able to confirm the air-to-air, leaving it down to just the dog again.
Yeah, but Romora, I mean, Romora does have a capable anchor Ami. Ami, one of the lesser seen anchors nowadays in the meta, but still very solid when you have X Factor level 3. Going to get the slowdown here to try to limit Spider-Man's mobility. Gets the air throw here. Going to spend the Okami shuffle. Going to X-Factor for more damage. Yes, I like that choice. Oh, but drops the confirm.
Ran past and then was too late for the launcher, and I think just had was too hesitant in the moment. But now Wolverine guesses wrong, but the paper blows it up. He drops his own combo. They're both dropping everything.
Yeah, but this is hard to drop for Romora. Goes into a bit of the infinite from Ami, goes into the super, and just like that, Romora snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. He goes up 2-1 here.
So is that like your guide in the games of Okami? I did not play those games. What is this little bouncing thing?
I assume it's your guide, kind of like in like the Legend of Zelda games where you always had a fairy, yelling at you. I assume the little sprite on Ami there is like your guide or like the game's help option.
Your Navi, got it. Yeah, sounds
yeah,
like
exactly.
Go blocks. Ryu already down to just a little bit of life. Pretty much any EX special at this point will do it. But we just charged the focus attack. Romora is a crazy man.
This man said, I am going to raw full charge focus with no assist behind me, and I'm going to hope it hits you. Oh, no way you got these on Parsec. Come on, bro. Even though you're playing on like 80 MS, there's no way you're getting this all the way through.
He's got the variations too. He's fine for it. Evens or odds, chat. That's where I'm at mentally.
Well, it did end on odds because he dropped it, but it's the American
counts.
reset. Yeah, it still counts. Oh, nice. This is cheap. X Factor. Yep, unblockable time. Doesn't even need it.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Mario! Wait, all of a sudden we're back in this.
Uh-oh. This is bad news for Romora. It blocks the incoming. And try to fly away as best he can.
It's the first time I've ever seen an Iron Man hitbox do something good. The back hitbox finds the mark.
Falling from super jump height with air S, crosses up Mario, enables Romora to get the game-winning confirm, and he advances on in top 24 winners. What a turn of events,
Kenny Bo rocking one of the lowest point total teams you're ever going to get to see in these tournaments.
Yeah, 6 points only, leaving 4 on the table. Gonna get opened up by Chun-Li right away, but manages to gets out of the combo, so he's all right. Oh, but that Ray pressure with Chun, like, RayRay plays Chun-Li a lot like he plays Magneto. I'm gonna call drones. I'm gonna use my air movement to just rush you down with my really strong limb.
Oh, DP from a little too far away. Actually does get the connection a little bit. Kenny doing a pretty good job of getting some incidental damage here and there, but unfortunately nothing's able to stick so far.
Yeah, and this is really rough for Kenny because it's all about chasing down Chun-Li. Gonna find a nice bit of damage here on Sentinel with the Hailstorm super. That's a good punish.
Oi. Actually ends up dropping, misses out twice in a row, very close, but can't quite get the close out here. That's going to be Kenny Bo finding the hit as Storm, and Sentinel's going to be the one to come in to fight. But Sentinel with Tatsu, this can work. We've seen it before.
Yeah, shoutouts to Knives, one of the innovators of Sentinel Tatsu tech from way back in the day. Shoutouts, by the way, to Milky as well, coming in raiding with a party of 8. We appreciate that. You get some good chip damage here on Storm. Bring Akuma in on point. I actually like Akuma behind drones more than I like Sentinel with Tatsu behind it.
Oh, they actually traded out in such a weird position there. The dive kick connection with Spider-Man. I was going to say, at this point, that's what I was just about to say. All we're doing is looking to make him block a beam.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, I think you have the health lead if you're RayRay. A slight bit. You definitely have it now.
Yeah, getting better and better as the seconds tick by. Anti-air throw, not even going to be close. It's a good idea, though.
Yeah, good attempt there by Kenny. Wasn't able to DHC into the Hailstorm to, you know, catch Akuma swinging a button in the air. And now really it's you have to chase Akuma, who can kind of just stay in the air and throw fireballs all day, and you can just hide behind drones, but gets the super jump air throw. Not able to confirm though.
Yeah, it can be really scary to try and DHC into Hailstorm against him as well, because if he's cross-screen from you and you DHC and he's already committed to a Demon Flip, a lot of times he'll be too high for the Hailstorm to even hit. It's really weird.
Yeah, Hailstorm not going full screen in this game. Kind of a major nerf to Storm compared to what she was like in Marvel 2, among other things. But Kenny finds the throw on Akuma, has plenty of X Factor and plenty of meter to take him out, and he's in a good spot here against Sentinel.
Yeah, needs to get at least some chip down before the... Oh my god, screw the chip. It's a clean hit for Kenny. He's going to go for the level 1. The power of the wind. He's going to be able to close that one out.
What is that one? Elemental Rage, chat? I think that's the name of the super. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Kenny goes up 1-0.
Right. I was gonna say, I feel like I never get to see that one because it's like useful for niche punishes and used to be a DHC glitch activator, and that's it.
Yeah,
in my mind.
Pretty much that's about it. It's good if you're punishing like full screen swords activation from Virgil, but outside of that, it's her lowest damaging super. So Ray looking to work his way back in here with Chun-Li. I like that he's calling Tatsu a bit more here to blow up the projectile assist from Kenny.
Oh, but the DP, Kenny is so committed to that. Actually pops the X Factor here.
Might have been an accidental X Factor from RayRay because now he's going to get punished swinging a button in the air, and this should be a dead Chun. Yep, Andy gets the raw tag because of the cinematic super. Kenny in a really good position here now that RayRay does not have X Factor to work with.
That spit pretty effectively. And no X Factor is going to be a major piece of the puzzle here, unfortunately, for Ray. And he's going to probably look for 2 supers to go for the DHC at some point, maybe. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so this is going to do a lot of damage. Not going to kill Spider-Man, but gets Akuma on point. And again, as I mentioned earlier, I like this shell a bit more than Sentinel Tatsu assist, but it doesn't matter if you get web thrown like that.
And he has Torpedo. The OTG is so sick.
Unfortunately, didn't build the second bar, so he wasn't able to DHC to kill Akuma, but Akuma on the last pixel of his health bar here, close to death anyway. A stiff breeze will take him out.
And it does. It looks like. I think that was Storm Assist that actually does manage to make the connection here. But Sentinel, okay, I mean, still at a disadvantaged position and a great tech from Kenny. So this should be in Kennybo's favor here.
Yeah, I would say never count out RayRay's Sentinel, but the clock is certainly the biggest factor here because it's not only chasing Storm, but it's the clock was not on his side either. But Kenny finds the hit anyway. And just like that, Kenny's going to go up 2-0 here on Ray. This would be, in my opinion, an upset.
Definitely agreed. I love that the team super also has the shield dropkick in it.
Yes.
Probably the worst team super in the game. But, you know, it still works out. Storms is so good, and Spider-Man's is also so good that I feel like it'll be fine. It's fine.
All right, so Ray's going to go with Magneto, Sentinel, Ghost Rider. So he's going to really front load his team now. That should be 10. Yeah, because Magneto is still a 5 for some reason.
Hey, listen. If this is what you need to do to be able to make it work, let's see it.
Yeah, so he does get. I think he picked the wall bounce assist with Ghost Rider. I'm not sure, but definitely has drones and Magneto, which is his patented shell. All about can he chase down the Spider-Man.
I think that the horizontal assist is definitely the better one for this matchup for sure. If you're not going to go like Hellfire for the potential OTG, I think that horizontal, you can use it kind of as, again, we were joking a little bit, but also, like, seriously, it is kind of beam adjacent, so you can use it similarly in certain situations. But right now, not looking like we're going to need it at all. It's been all drones all day for Ray here.
Oh, he's going to go for the infinite here. Oh, drops it. Doesn't get it started. Spider-Man gets stuffed out by the disruptor, so not able to DHE in the storm. Gravity squeeze, yep, good stuff from Ray.
Full screen punish again is using 4 bars, but it's worth it for the kill for the Spider-Man.
Shoutouts to C32253 with a subscription, appreciate it. Oh, that's big damage on Sentinel too. That's gonna kill Sentinel.
Worth it. When your opponent's playing two characters that are this front-loaded of a team, like you mentioned, super worth it to take the kill.
Oh, tried to X-Factor dash up for the confirm off the Shockwave, but didn't get it. But his Ghost Rider is getting back plenty of health.
Oh, and EM
If he takes
disrupted.
out Storm here, he's in a really good spot. I like that tag from Kenny, honestly.
I cannot believe that jab beat Magneto's dash in. Holy moly.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, yeah, so he is using the horizontal assist, like you mentioned, for that wall bounce. Oh, that's a punish. Oh, yeah, two.
Kenny Bo gets the juggle. It's not going to be enough to kill, but this is huge.
Yeah, it's all up to Ghost Rider here, and you may as well put the controller down at that point. Kenny Bo gonna take it 3-0 over RayRay with only a 6-point team. He's gonna move on.
I'll just say it again here for now that we're in the YouTube cut. Just as a reminder, these ratio chart that we use for this tournament is partially tier based and partially character usage based. That's why you see characters like Shuma be a little bit lower on the point total tier. But with an X Factor and no kill for TJ, Tyler gets the reversal hit and it's off to the races here. This is a really bad situation for TJ now.
Yeah, that's a very rare drop for TJ off the Haggar extension. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, getting opened up by 0. He's going to lose Hulk. He doesn't have X Factor anymore. And one of the flaws with Jan's team is once Hulk dies, I mean, you have a lot less damage from Shuma, depending on how much meter you want to spend, than you do with Sentinel.
Definitely agreed. But, I mean, if you can get your team switched out... No, just a clean hit with the Squid. Not going to need to switch anything out. Unfortunately, drops... Tyler's going to X-Factor to save his 0, and he loses him immediately.
Yeah, just gets opened up by the crouching light. He was too worried about the eyeball explosion. He forgot to block low. This is going to be a full confirm on the Hsien-Ko. Not going to be a kill here, but going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's no chance, but I don't like the chances here for Tyler with these two characters left over here, man.
Yeah, this is the bomb comes out too. That's dangerous. Got to blow it to the other side. Hulk just gets piped for his troubles though, but Mystic Ray messes up the combo.
Okay, that's gonna end up trading here, but unfortunately, she's gonna die in the trade. Terrible situation comes up, and TJ, even with the drop combo here, I still think this is just so strong for him, especially with the armor now. It's inevitable. It's just, we're on a clock.
Yeah, I like the choice here to bring back in Haggar, because once the armor pops, Haggar gets an easy confirm with the Mystic Ray assist. He's just got to be close enough to Arthur when it happens.
We can go for super, we can go for whatever that golden thing is called. There's a lot of stuff you can do to potentially stall. So this isn't going to be a punish here, but still going to get the chase down.
Oh, it is going to be a punish. Very smart. Very good awareness by TJ, knowing how much meter he had and knowing that was a viable punish in that situation.
See, I was a little scared because I know that TJ... Oh, you had them both on a Gamma Charge!
And again, rare situational drops from TJ tonight, but I mean, everything's working out right now. He still has Hulk. He had Hulk.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hulk in the past tense. Not what you want to see in this moment. Tyler looking very strong.
Yeah, but again, TJ lost Hulk early last game. Was able to come back from it, finds the hit once again with Shuma, but drops the combo. Again, if you're not very practiced up with Shuma, some of his air-to-air confirms can be very difficult.
Oh, and back to the same side. Hsien-Ko not long for this world and gets the reset. She has the one of the worst air dashes in the game. How could she possibly get out of that?
Yeah, unfortunate situation for Hsien-Ko there, along with many unfortunate situations that character has. Nice attempt at a cross up there, almost a variation on the Evo winner. TJ's gonna find, or Tyler's gonna find the hit with Arthur.
Oh, but X Factor activated just to be able to stop the chip here. Bucks the fire bottle and is not too worried about it seems, at least on TJ's end.
Yeah, this is a good choice to X-Factor back to mitigate the chip that's coming in because, again, once Arthur pops, you just get an easy confirm with Haggar. Even here, you can just roll forward. The armor's about to pop right now. Yep.
Yep, just tech forward and an easy pickup from there. As long as your character has a way to OTG the hard knockdown, you are free to do whatever you'd like. But unfortunately, a drop doesn't matter, though. Crouch medium into the stand light again.
Gets him this time into the Chaos Dimension. Weird that it dropped the first time, but able to clean it up. And TJ going to go up 2-0 just like that. Oh man, and TJ finding yet another hit in the point war.
Third Hulk clean hit. This time, finally, we're going to convert it into something. It's been Hulk getting a hit, dropping, and dying. Oh, like over and over again.
Very nice. Fakes the dash, undercovered by the Mystic Ray. Doesn't get anything else off of that, though. Okay, let's see your Hsien-Ko stuff, Tyler. What's the hit? Hsien-Ko can do plenty of damage here. Yep, Tenraiha. Oh, it doesn't get the loop supers.
He knew. I feel like that's one of those ones where you've seen it before, but you haven't done it, you know? Because he definitely did the right thing. But
oh, that's a kill. Oh, never mind. Hsien-Ko fell out. Or just gets chipped anyway. Tyler not able to X-Factor.
Yeah, I mean, Hsien-Ko at that amount of health left over, I would love good hustle, but not much to be done there.
The connection. Should be fun to see them all, but we're going to get into the match, and it is going to be Clem playing their main team, or one of their original main teams. Arthur, Deadpool, Haggar going to get that powered up daggers assist going right away here.
And we definitely see him play this in the main bracket pretty often here, but a TAC already off the rip, and we're going to go for a little bit more optimal stuff here. Obviously not going for the infinite. The infinite is, Dormammu has one of the hardest, if not the hardest infinites in the game.
Yeah, definitely among the, higher tier members of the cast, definitely a very difficult infinite to do. Clem, though, going to find the hit with Arthur, going to spend the X Factor and take out Dormammu here. Very smart choice. No, identifying this as the primary threat on Shadows' team.
And gets his team back into a better order, too, because he gets the tag, so no need for the Hyper Viper Beam, able to just switch things out to the Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool...
Yeah, Deadpool's owning with Lariat. Oh, I was going to say with Lariat behind. It seems like an unbeatable combo for this. And there we go. Coming up a little bit more how I expected it to.
Yeah, you mentioned it right there. When Deadpool has a way for you to keep you off of him, it's very good. Lariat obviously fulfills that need. And having powered up Arthur daggers behind your already good zoning tools, really solid here for Clem.
Especially for a character like Thor, who he is the projectile. So, unfortunately, Lariat is an inevitability for him.
I feel like once you reach a certain health threshold in this game as a character, you become the projectile. You don't get to have a projectile anymore.
Yeah, you know how it is. Armor's up straight away. Gonna play a little bit of neutral before we actually go for the tag. And there it is. Hard tag and no punish.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised Shadows isn't trying to apply a little more pressure at 99 seconds just to make sure Arthur can't get out. But again, I don't know how many good options Thor has to prevent that.
Oh, unfortunately cannot prevent the pipe. Goes for the reset and just pipes him again.
Oh man, Thor luckily wearing that helmet. He's getting hit in the dome. Something fierce. Clem going to work right now with Haggar.
Oh, it trades! He's ready for it, though, and the snap, unfortunately, doesn't push him all the way away.
Yeah, I don't know why the snap didn't work there. Didn't trade with anything. That was a bit of a bizarre situation. Gonna go for the Team Super. Does a lot of damage to Shuma.
Oh, no, but an X Factor in return. Small body Arthur luckily doesn't fall into the dark hole, though.
Yeah, Arthur having little character privileges manages to get out of that, and no punish on the hard tag by Amongst Shadows.
Oh, back to the same side. Arthur Dagger somehow just barely clips Dormammu in the boot.
Oh, nice raw S there from Deadpool. Gonna get the open up, and this should be plenty of damage to take out Dorm.
Medium's on the way in. Able to mash just a little bit. Good block on the cross-up.
Oh, nice. Didn't find the crouching light, but found the crouching M. Gets the low hit on Shuma-Gorath. That should be game number 2 to Clem. Oh, Shuma falls out. Never mind. Hold on.
And Clem hit him. Clem hit Among Shadows with the Tong theorem. Tong has said it on stream before, but no player is able to block multiple lows in a row. They want to jump too bad. It's too ingrained in them.
It makes sense, though. You don't want to stay on the ground in this game. I can get behind that.
If your character has 3 lows and they're crouching LMH, then you have an unblockable string. You need to access it.
I got to write that down. Remember it for next time. Oh, nice.
God, dude.
When the pipe hit the first time, I'm going to be like, if he ever goes to reset him again, he's going to use the backdrop the second time. And we saw it right there. The Haggar Vortex is real for Clem.
And having Haggar point with quick work, which is an underrated assist for him, as well as Arthur Daggers, which is like his one true pairing, like his best assist more than likely. This is a really tough situation for Shadows, and the throw just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's going from bad to worse right now. He is going to likely lose Thor here. Clem's going to have plenty of meter. Should be, yeah, this should be a dead Thor. Oh, interesting. So he could have, instead of going for the Hoodlum launcher there, he could have gone into Lariat and gone into Rapid Fire Fist. Gets the kill irregardless.
Oh, but here we go. Among Shadows drops the Shuma combo. Super unfortunate.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, what do? You have to rush down Haggar as Shuma. Throw's going to help because you can get a pickup here. Oh, loses his charge.
Yeah, I think that was a tough one on the MS, unfortunately. Didn't hold down long enough. It's already a tight window.
Yeah, just rough luck here for Among Shadows, getting paired into a buzzsaw in the form of Clem here in Losers Top 24. And just like that, Clem's going to take it 3-0, eliminating Shadows from the tournament.
Locking it down, taking the victory, and leaving us down to one final match before we get into our top 8. Yeah. Mash Crouch Light versus when is Haggar going to Invincible Super is the worst game of chicken to play, but a necessary evil in this match for sure.
Yeah, and I like this by Ace to spend the X to get rid of Haggar.
Definitely the correct call. Unfortunately, doesn't get the pickup, didn't have an assist maybe, or just wasn't ready. Some kind of drop. That Quack is not going to let go to the wayside here. A clean hit and a clean finish on the team super, or on the 2 supers, excuse me.
Yeah, actually very smart there to go into body press and not spend all 3 bars, but ends up spending them all anyway to bring in Frank. Oh, gets him with the Louisville Slugger, gets the clean hit there. They get a level.
Yep,
2 levels.
Definitely crucial.
Get another one? Oh, didn't get to level 4, but level 3 is really good. That gives him access to Funny Face Crusher.
Yeah, he's only a couple points short too. Does manage to drop the knees though and looks for the high-low.
Oh, almost a happy birthday situation for Aces. Could have turned things around with the Unibeam assist, but wasn't able to confirm. Now this is what Aces needs to be doing. You have 4 bars now where you can just put junk on the screen and make Frank try to come to you.
Unfortunately, though, Frank still has plenty of life to play with in this moment here, so he's not looking too pressed. Can still take his time.
A Funny Face Crusher him out. Haggar take the damage.
I thought he tried to DHC late because you can use Haggar to pull the ball higher and then shoot under it with Raccoon. That would have been so sick.
Yeah, that would have been a really smart choice. Might have thought about doing that. We just didn't get it. All right, nice block on the low.
Boy, smart on the crouching light, cuts through, and again, he knows the spreadsheet, knows the matchups. Raccoon in that elite club that gets juggled solo by Dormammu.
Yeah, very nice, good character knowledge there from Ace's return. Finds the hit on Frank. Should be a dead Frank West with a DHC. Right, all up to Haggar without X Factor, but Dormammu out of meter here, so a little bit of work Haggar can do, but yeah, now you're in chip territory. Now you're out of options. Ace is going to take game 1.
Good situation to be in for sure. And just the rematch. Not gonna worry too much about the switch, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what Quack was going with there. I think the team composition is fine, just made a couple mistakes in neutral. Alright, so Wolverine here, again, smart choice by Aces. I like the spending of the X Factor early to take out the problem that is Haggar. Gonna drop the confirm, though. You can lariat that. Oh, nice punish with the Violent Axe. Doesn't get the confirm, though. The Wolverine gets another chance at life, but runs right into lariat. Gonna go into Raccoon Stupor. And he should be able to level Frank off this. Yes, he will. EHD get at least one picture. Gonna get two, I think. Alright, so we got level 5 Frank here. This is a big swing for Quack's momentum because level 5 Frank, one of the scariest characters in the entire game, going to get huge damage on Iron Man, take away about 60%. Again, nice chase down there by Quack's Frank. Quack, one of the better Frank players still playing the game today. Rush down here is impeccable. This should be a dead Dormammu. He's got plenty of meter to spend. DHDs he has available do a ton of damage. That's all the hits of body press. Max damage from that. We get the machine gun super. Yep. Back into Frank. Doesn't have enough time, but that's still okay. We have Raccoon. Shout out to ArcForge gifting 10 subs. Really appreciate that. Ace is here on his last legs with Iron Man. Going to bring back in Frank is Quack. Very smart choice. Now at this point, all of Frank's normals are going to be doing chip. Those chainsaws do chip once he's in level 4 and 5. So
shouts to ArcForge really coming through with a sub of his own as well. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Feel like I haven't seen your name in a minute, dude. Good to see you though, homie.
Yeah, so Quack there tying it up 1-1. Very convincing there in that game. But again, another drop by Aces early on when he had the hit on Haggar, burn the X Factor, and then just drop the confirm with Wolverine.
Yeah, always a crucial portion of this matchup here. Goes for the jump loop, but neutral jumps instead of jumps forward as well. So couldn't actually get the connection on that one either.
Oh, nice. Good awareness knowing that he didn't have to go into Stupor. He just drop kick and be fine. Gets the ground bounce on Logan. Gonna team aerial exchange. Goes up and gets Frank some levels here. Oh, drops the combo though. Commentator's curse.
All good. Actually beats that completely cleanly, but mashes a little too hard on the normals and can't quite get it. Swiss cheese comes through.
Right, so Quack also has a very good Raccoon. Again, as we mentioned earlier, Quack plays pretty much the entire cast, has a lot of knowledge with some of the lesser seen characters, especially like Rocket Raccoon.
Okay. Does get the jump over the super, manages to get a couple charges behind their belt, and the tag is punished.
So no meter on the side here of Aces. He just spent his only bar. Gonna do a lot of damage to Haggar though. I like that. Great punish. Good awareness from Quack. Gets the double pipe.
Yeah, the timing on that pipe made me think it was going to drop there, but ends up just being a slick little optimization. Looking for it now with the Wolverine coming in. Goes for the tag. Interesting mix-up that unfortunately does not work out.
Yeah, had set up some traps to make himself safe on that tag too, so I like that choice. Oh, almost had a happy birthday there off the springy wingy, but doesn't get it.
Oh, double Spitfire still doesn't chip him. He's somehow still alive, and he gets the hit.
This is a really good situation for Aces now. Raccoon solo, not known for doing a lot of damage unless you have level 3 available, even though Wolverine's in chip territory, still very dangerous here.
Snap. Oh my god, as well as the log trap here. Quack, not quite enough to put it away here, but on the reset, no, actually goes a little bit astray. The jump medium goes backwards.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He had the combo and just, you know, super jump height somehow got pointed in the wrong direction, didn't get the confirm he needed. Iron Man in chip territory, just put out the trap super, I like that.
Oh no, yeah, double Spitfire is enough. Even if it doesn't connect, Chip was going to be able to do the job at that point. Quack looking so strong with it 2-1 now.
Shout out to the person who just subscribed. I missed your name. I don't have the chat open, but thank you for the subscription.
Superhuman coming through with the prime. Thank you very much.
Heck yeah. Nice throw by Quack here.
Knockdown is extremely good. Team Super.
You do get a cheeky reset opportunity. Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's so cheap. Working out perfectly. Now, Dormammu unfortunately comes into the back hitbox. Dude, the Haggar's traps are so big. He can still make that standing light hit on the backside.
Yeah, imagine getting punched in the back of the dude's arm hits you. That's got to be rough, and that's what happened to Dorm there. Plenty of meter here. X Factor tag. Oh, tagged in the wrong character, though. Had to let the machine guns hit a bit more. Could have tagged into Frank and gotten levels, but miscalculation there by Quack opens the door for aces.
Yeah, puts us into, honestly, a winnable situation now. Rocket Raccoon. Falls on in. Ends up getting caught by the low. Too far for the launcher, but... Oh, that should be enough for Chip. No, it's not a block string. The alpha counter out.
A miscalculated hit confirm by Aces opens the door for Quack to connect with the slide, gets the full confirm, gonna get level 2, so now he can roll. Bring back in Frank. Yep, gets another level, so now he gets the Funny Face Crusher Super as well and some better normals. Out of meter.
Back himself off, good jump away, drops the knee and gets the pickup. Frank is able to do it his own on this one.
Oh, and he's got level 4 now. This is a really solid situation for Quack.
Oh no, and that'll do it absolutely. Chainsaws into the Super. Quack is going to be able to take it down and move one step closer to that top 8. A single set away.